Alright, hey guys, Fleetway Supersonic here, back with another Sonic Collection video. Today's a very special video today, as today is May 29th, 2013, and it is the 20th anniversary of Sonic the Comic. And to celebrate, I'm going to be showing you my entire Fleetway collection off to you. Basically from like the comics itself, up to the spin-offs, the gifts, as well as some other stuff. Some of which you may have seen on my channel already, some of which you won't have seen. Okay, and to start us off, we'll start off with the comic series itself. Okay, for those that don't know, Sonic the Comic, or STC as it was also known, is the official Sega Sonic comic for the United Kingdom, and was released from the 29th of May up until its final issue, issue 223, which was the 9th of January 2002. So to start us off, I'm going to start off with the comic series itself, starting from issue 1, which we have right here. Now, I won't go too much into detail with the actual comic stories itself, otherwise I'll be here all day going through this, all 223 issues. So yeah, this is issue 1, as you can see there, the release date and price, and I do have the free gift for this one still on here as well, with being the stickers. And we'll come to issue 2. I do have doubles of some of these, because some of them I have with free gifts that I have in this set that I'm showing you here, others I don't. That's mostly because them free gifts that aren't in this set are like quite bigger chunky items, so I don't have them in there, otherwise they'll end up distorting the comic pile I've got them in. As you can see, I've got them all in sleeves and backing boards to keep them in pristine condition. Okay, let's move it back a bit there. Okay. Issue 7 there, a very special one. That was when the main artist himself made his debut in the comic, being Richard Elson. As you can see, this comic series was also known for having other spin-offs from other Sega games, such as Shinobi, Streets of Rage there. He also did have Wonder Boy and a couple others. Decap Attack. There's a Wonder Boy popping up there. Eternal Champions there. If you have any comments regarding any of the items I've got here, just feel free to leave a comment below and I'll get back to it. Anything regarding the comics or other things you'll see. Okay, I do have a review on my channel of the actual comic series itself, so if you want to know more about the details of the comic, as well as the writers, the artists, I do go through that in more detail. I'll probably add a link at the bottom of the page. Okay. Starting us off with the next pile, up to issue 24. Issue 26 here, when they started the Sonic CD adaptation. This issue here, this one's really special to me. As I say, this is issue 27. This was, in fact, the very first piece of Sonic merchandise I actually ever got. I mean, I played the games. Obviously, I got the game first, and then I was bought this by my parents back, well, as you can see there, back in 1994. Back when I was like really young and like blown away by this, and It was this comic series itself that started to get me into the actual comic itself, obviously, and just collecting the Sonic merchandise and loving the franchise so much. So this one really is a special piece to me. It was also the first birthday for Sonic the Comic. It's issue 29 there, which I do have the free competition card there at the front there. Okay, up to issue 35 now. This is where you had the Sonic 3 and Sonic & Knuckles adaptation storyline coming into effect. Okay, these are some Richard Elson front covers here coming up. As you can see, truly amazing art. He's always been my favourite Sonic artist of all time. Got another Eternal Champions one there. Okay, it's issue 45, still with the free Valentine card there. As you can see there, that's the actual card itself going around now. Pretty awesome card. Okay, up to 46 now. It's one of the exclusive characters there from the comic series, Shorty, who eventually gets turned into Short Fuse the Cyberneck. Issue 50 there. Okay, now we start to get to a Knuckles Chaotix adaptation. Sonic the Comic there, taking one of its new looks. See, different logo there. Issue 59. One of my favourite exclusive characters from the series, being the Brotherhood of Metalex. Some more information on them in a bit later. Issue 72 there, that's another special one for me. That's probably my favourite issue from the entire series, or one of them at least. I'll have a bit more information on that one a bit later, as you shall see. Issue 80 there, with one of the most popular characters from the series being the exclusive version of Super Sonic, Sonic's alter ego. Obviously, instead of him just going super, his personality and his appearance, quite honestly, dramatically change, and he becomes pure evil and completely unstable. The Chaotix return. One of the most popular arcs from the series, that Supersonic one I just went past, Running Wild. It's often referred to as one of the favourites from the fans. Okay, now up to issue 86. I do have all the pin-up posters inside still intact. If anyone was curious. 92 now. This is when they started one of their most famous, another one of their most famous storylines, being Doomsday. Coming to the first 100 issues of the series. Here we come to it here, issue 100. Really good issue. Really good front cover art there as well. Okay, starting with the next ones. Next 100, issue 101. Apologies if the video is a bit shaky. I am trying to hold the camera as still as I can. Coming up to Sonic 3D Flicky's Island adaptation. Metal Knuckles there. Another one of the exclusive characters to the series, the Draken Empire. Okay. Up to 126 now. If issue 72 was probably my favourite story arc, which was Return of Chaotix, then this is probably my second favourite, being Robotnik Reigns Supreme. This arc here, basically where he absorbs the Chaos Emeralds and basically becomes a god. It's really fantastically written and artwork in this one. And this would be the finale of it, the showdown issue. Also the 5th anniversary of the comic series itself, as you can see there. Carrying on, up to issue 132. Issue 137 now. I still have some of the stickers intact right there. I don't know why I ever took the other ones off. I kind of regret that now. Up to issue 146 now. That's 149. Unfortunately, I don't have the stickers on there anymore though. Here we're up to the 6th anniversary of Sonic the Comic. Issue 157. Issue 158 there, with well, the gift there still intact. As you can see, the artists for the front covers kind of vary. That was only really awesome when they have had Richard Elson doing the front covers, as you can see this one here. Okay, up to another really good story arc here, one of my favourites. It's issue 174. Basically when Robotnik loses the complete will to go on and all he wants to do is well, literally kill everything and everyone. Okay, starting off with the last pile now, up to issue 175. And then we come up to the very last new story arc for the comic series itself, which was loosely based on Sonic Adventure, and most famously known for when they killed off Johnny Lightfoot, as you can see there, as issue 178, which I do have the 3 stickers still on there for. Supersonic there making his dramatic return to full power. And this issue here was in fact the very last issue that contained a new story printed in the issue. All the issues after that were all reprints, although they did all have a new front cover drawn by Richard Elson. But yeah, this was essentially the very last issue that had new content in it. And now I'll continue. This is issue 185, obviously where the reprints start, although each with a new cover, although fantastically drawn these covers are. And these issues here seem to be the most hard to get if you was collecting the series. When I often see these on eBay, which isn't often, they do tend to go for quite a lot. Probably because they didn't print as many of these back in the early 2000s. That's what we're up to, issue 187 now. Issue 191 with the stickers I still got on that, which is pretty cool. Issue 198 there with the stickers still. Then we come up to landmark issue 200. I think I know that a lot of the free gifts they had in this series a lot of it was Chewits, so a lot of it you won't have the free gift of because they would be very well off by now. But yeah, they had a regular edition with 3 packs of Chewits in this comic series. 201 now. Here we have the reprint of Running Wild. It's 205 there, still with the stickers. Knuckles making a front cover there. 210. That's 211 there, still with the free postcard. Pretty awesome. It's 214. There's the reprint of issue 100 there in 217, the Doomsday, or Showdown. Now we come up to the very last few issues of the reprint there of Sonic 3D Flicky's Island 1. And now we come up to the very last issue that was printed. Issue 223. As you can see there, released 28th of December to the 9th of January 2002. So, yeah, this is it. Okay, a thing to note in the last issue, issue 223, it had a really large column at the very last page of it with a whole blog on here, written by the main writer itself, Nigel Kitchen, basically going through his time working with the series, introducing Richard Elson as well as the other artists to the comic series, as well as some of the most popular story arcs that he wrote, and then thanking all the people. So a really nice touch way to end the series. It's just a shame that it never did carry on. As I say, I mean, I really love this comic series. It's probably, I'd say it is my favourite Sonic items I own in my collection. Even though maybe not as rare or as worth as much as some of the stuff I own, it just well, it makes the most of me. It's something I grew up with. Okay, so now I'll move on to a couple of the other items from my collection. Okay, so now I'm going to show you some of the comics I have with the free gifts that are still attached to the comic series that are not in the set that you just saw now. Okay. Starting off here with issue 153, which features a free bike badge there. As you can see, it's pretty cool. Issue 155 here. Although the free gift isn't really Sonic related, it's a bike fun pack featuring from the film Ants, which was here promoting during the time that film was released. I have issue 220 with a free badge, pretty cool looking badge. Here's going really far back, issue number 2 with the Sonic comic badge there. And another one not really Sonic related, this is issue 186 with free football pack stickers. Okay, moving on to the others. This is issue 42 with Badnik's Spotter Cards Part 2, which had little sort of like Topps Trumps version of the Badniks. Here is Part 1 of the Spotter Cards from issue 41. Also have issue 118 here, which features a Sonic themed Christmas card. Quite a rare one here. This is issue 50 with the free Sonic the Comic tattoos. It says gas there, that stands for gold and silver. They're sort of gold and silver printed ones, sort of to match the the gold themed issue they have here. Here's issue 51 with more themed tattoos. Here's issue 71 with another free Valentine's Day card. This is issue 87, some stickers. And here we have this one here. The actual issue numbers. Oh no, there it is. That's issue number 64 with a free Halloween mask. And finally coming up to issue 13, which has a Sonic the Comic themed belt clip there. It's really cool. Okay. Okay, now I'm going to show you some of the free gifts I have from the comic series that aren't still attached to the comic series itself. So I'll start off with this one right here. This is a Christmas decoration from issue 14. This is a little Sonic rubber. I'll try to focus it there. That's from issue 63. What we got here? This is a Sonic badge. You can see there, Sonic's face on it. I believe that one's from issue 96. I have a Sonic themed ruler. That's from issue 114. As you can see, it's got a little Sonic face on there, pretty cool. I have a Sonic yo-yo, which is issue 113. The string is still in there, I just sort of rabbled it up a bit. I have a luggage tag, issue 134, I think. It's got there, Boomer's name, address. I have here a set of trainer tags from issue 139. Probably one of my favourites. This is a Sonic Maze game. It's pretty cool. You've got to basically get the ball. Well, you're supposed to start the ball from here, and you've got to move it through the maze to the finish. That's from issue 141. I have this right here, which is I believe I read somewhere it's called a Sonic Dart. I think I'm missing one of the parts with it, but yeah, that was from issue 143. I have another badge. Sort of try to focus it as best as I can there. Sort of Sonic 3D Blast themed badge. It's from issue 151. Okay. I have a whoopee cushion here, which is issue 165's. I have some Sonic Pogs, as they was called, still fully intact, from issue 209. Quite a late one there. I have a Sonic Spinner, sort of boomerang, which is supposed to bend the actual item itself along these black lines here and throw it. Obviously I haven't done that. That's from issue 206, I believe. No wait, no, not 206. That was it was a much older one. I think it was 138. Getting a bit confused with this one here. This is a Sonic Spinner. As you can see there, it's got a Sonic symbol engraved onto it there. This one's from 206, if I remember rightly. Getting a bit confused there. Obviously you're supposed to like spin it like that. I've got a Sonic keychain here. I can't remember which one this one's from. Might have been 138, or maybe a bit older than that. I'm trying to think, but yeah, that's a cool little free keychain. Has the Sega symbol on the back there and the year 1996 of when it would have been with that issue from that year. Okay, so yeah, that's pretty cool. I've got quite a lot of free themed gifts there. Okay. Okay, so now I'm going to show you some of the special themed Sonic the Comic magazine, sort of like spin-offs, summer specials. Okay, so we'll start with this one here, which is sort of one of the front covers you've seen from the issues I've shown you, but it's in a sort of much more book version of it, and it featured like a sort of a load of the issues all in one book. I also do have book 2 for that one, which is actually the front cover from issue 1. As you can see, it's quite a lot more thicker than the actual normal comics. I think they had about 5 or 6 separate issues in there, something like that. Okay, now we'll come to the summer specials, of which they released 4. I have this one in a double format, as you can see. This is issue 1. The summer issues, they were a little bit more money than the actual main comics, but they had a lot more stories inside, a lot more activities, reading, stuff, etc. This is issue 2 of the summer special. You can see there. Richard Elson front cover. Issue 3, released the summer of '96, £2.10. And the last summer special, from what I remember, I haven't looked through this one for a while, this one was mostly reprints in here of like Sonic summer themed issues from the Sonic the Comic. Another one, I have that in double format. Here's quite a rare one. This is the Knuckles Knockout special. Pretty rare to come across on auctions and stuff. The only Knuckles spin-off issue they ever did. It's pretty cool. Now it comes to the poster mags. Unfortunately, I don't own all the poster mags. It's one of the only few things I don't actually own the full set of. But I do own the majority of them. To say, this is poster mag issue 2. The poster mags themselves, obviously, as you can tell from the name, they had like a really giant poster in there, which it showed you in the bottom left here of each poster mag, and had its own exclusive story in there. They only released a few of them, and they was released the early part of Sonic the Comic's life, so they're pretty hard to get hold of. As you can see, I do have a few of them in double format. There's issue 3, and you can see that would be what the giant poster is inside. There's issue 5, a Supersonic themed one. You can see there's the poster inside. Another one I have as a double, issue 6. Again, there's the poster. And the last one I own, issue 8. So I think I'm missing 4 from this set. Hopefully I'll be able to get some time in the future. And there's the poster. Okay, and that's basically it for the comics itself. One last thing just to quickly show. Okay, now during my time of getting this comic series, I did get the majority of the comic series when it was out at the time, but I did miss a few, so I had to do a bit of backtracking through like eBay a few years ago, well, many years ago, and I also rebuying some issues that were quite heavily damaged. So during that time of buying, I've accumulated quite a few doubles of the comic. As you can see, these 2 piles here are just doubles themselves. It's quite amazing, as well as all the display I've set up here in the side. This is all doubles. I've even put them in sleeves that I've had spares of, because they're quite rare issues themselves. Like issue 1 there, I've got a double. loads. I don't see the point in getting rid of them. They're all like special and awesome. Sometimes I use them as reference whenever I do a Sonic drawing. So yeah. Okay, now I'm going to move on to some really special items, and definitely one-of-a-kind items themselves. Now coming to, without that, the most favourite pieces in my Fleetway collection, and in fact Sonic the Hedgehog collection in total, are these right here. Now these are the original artwork pages themselves from the series Sonic the Comic. This is the actual original artwork drawn by the artist on the A3 card you see right here, which is from the main artist himself, Richard Elson. As you can see, I have the signature right down there. There are signatures on every page. As I say, now, I was lucky enough to get quite a few of these, and although they did cost quite a bit, they are definitely so worth it. Okay, starting off with this one right here. Before I continue, I will say I do have a more in-depth look at these ones I'm showing you right here on my channel. I'll probably put another link on the description, so if you wanted to find that in more detail. For now I'm just going to quickly show you them. Okay, these ones right here, this is the complete arc from part 3, Disaster, from issue 53, which was released the 9th of June 1995. Okay, so this was like the final part of Disaster, which was loosely based off the video game Sonic & Knuckles. So we're starting off right here. As you can see, the title would have been around here. Okay, I do have them now in big A2 sleeves with black cardboard backing at the back there. So okay, move on to page 2. Oh, another thing I've noticed right there, the artist himself, Richard Elson, gave me a little personalised message there, which is pretty cool. Always nice. Okay, moving on. Page 2 now. Okay, now that's the end of that story arc. Next we move on to this one right here. Now this is part 6 of the title Total KOX, which was released from issue 58, the 18th of August 1995, which was, as I say, loosely based off the video game Knuckles KOX. I just got a bit too confused there. As you can see, the title would have been around there. As I mentioned earlier, one of my favourite exclusives from the series being the Brotherhood of Metalex. Each page does have the lettering sheet. As you can see there, it's got the artwork. You can sort of see the dividing bit there. We've got some really nice ones on here of the KOX crew with Knuckles. Moving on to page 2. And we come up to the last page from this story arc. Really fantastic piece there. Okay, now we come on to the next one. This is my third complete arc of, as I mentioned earlier, one of the most popular stories from the comic series. This is from, well, this is the complete arc part of Running Wild Part 3 from issue 82, which was released the, I think it was the 10th of July 1995. Might be 1 or 2 days out there. Yeah. Page 2. I do have another video of these artworks on my channel as well. I'll probably put another link there. Really love that. Really nice piece. Look how detailed that is. Really big panel there. And then we come to the last page from this arc. Okay, the next one's a really special one. This one right here. This is the actual front cover art itself from issue 214. There's Richard Elson's signature. So that's really awesome because I know they didn't do much modern Sonic in Sonic the Comic, because obviously the series ended around that time. So it's really amazing to get this. And this one right here, this cost me nothing. Oh, this was actually this one was actually a gift from Richard Elson himself to me. I'm really happy. An example I'll show you right here. There is the finished front cover itself when it was coloured. Issue 214. As you can see there, I'll come right out and show you. Okay, now I'm going to show you ones I haven't shown off in any other videos previously. Okay, so now moving on to these ones. These are new ones I've acquired. Now I know I mentioned earlier that issue 72 is probably my favourite story arc. Well, to my amazement, I've actually managed to get the complete part of part 6 of Return of Chaotix, which is this one right here, which is from issue 72 and released the 1st of March 1996. So this is really amazing to get hold of. I haven't actually managed to have time to get some A3 sleeves for these yet, or A2 sleeves I've got, sorry. So these ones aren't in them yet, but I will go through it with you right here. This one's got some fantastic artworks in it. As you can see, this is where the title would have been. Starting off right here. Okay, I can show you the back of this one there, because it's not in a sleeve. This is what the back stamp looks like. Basically telling you the title, the issue number, the page bleed and type error, etc. Okay, page 2. Okay, page 3. Really good Robotnik and Sonic one there. Okay, and then after this we'll come to, without that, my favourite page that I own out of my original artworks, and that would be this one right here. Now this is amazing, look at that. That is a complete page. That is the Brotherhood of Metalex there, surrounded by the whole army of them. And that is outstanding detail from Richard Elson. Now I had a look around here, I think I counted there's between about 51 or 53 each different Metalex. All differently drawn, all different poses, different sizes. Not one of them is repeated in the same pose. That is absolutely fantastic. That is an amazing picture, definitely my favourite one. The Emperor himself there, just come out once last. Look at that. Okay. Moving on to the next one. This is the only actual page in my collection that doesn't have the lettering sheet, unfortunately, but that's okay. Oh yeah, this one doesn't have any of the words on it. Next page. And the final page from this story arc. With first design there for Metal Knuckles. Okay. Okay, now I do own a couple more that I will show you right here. A couple individual pages. These ones right here. Now this is from issue 77, the title Voice of the People, which is a complete story, released the 10th of May 1996. I only have 2 pages from this arc, it's all I managed to get hold of, but I think I've got some really fantastic ones. I chose these ones specifically because they've got some amazing Robotnik ones on here. I mean, look at that one right there, that's an amazing picture of him. This is page 1, as you can see the title would have been up here with the white strippers. As you can see, that's really amazing. And flip it over to page 2 with some good Robotnik Sonic interactions. Okay, now I consider myself extremely lucky to actually own, or even one page of this, these amazing original artworks, let alone 4 complete parts as well as a couple others. Now this is really amazing. I do have one more thing to show you, which is right here. Now this is a completely free of charge or gift from Richard Elson to me, which I was extremely surprised when I got this in the post. It didn't come with any of those artworks I bought from him. This come on its own, and I was completely gobsmacked when I opened the letter and saw this come out. I was, as I say, this is did this for me, custom, even with a little message there written on there. As you can see, he hasn't lost any of his talent for drawing Sonic. I mean, that's amazing. That is. Extremely happy to own something like that. It just goes to show you the type of person that Richard Elson is. Really amazing guy. I have the utmost respect to him. Okay, and that's it. Well done if you managed to get to the end of this video. I know it turned out to be quite a long video. Well, I appreciate any thumbs up, comments and subscribes. If you have any comments for anything you've seen, just leave it below and I'll get back to you. And I shall see you guys soon.